currently there in 7 states across the country. We have entered 3 new states. We have over 4,300 stores and 22,000 employees. So when we started the business initially, the idea was to make sure that everyone in the country had access to genuine medicines. And I'd actually come across an article which said that 30% of all fake medicines in the world are made in India. That got me thinking about a business which we could set up where we guaranteed genuine medicines. And that's how I started our first 47 stores in Hyderabad in 2006. So over the years, our main plan has been to make sure that people got genuine medicines, and as we built up scale, we also offered the best value in the business. We started with a 10% discount, we moved to 15 over a period of time, and eventually we were at 20% discount. However, the plan for us was always going to be one thing, which was making sure that we were able to introduce a store brand of generics. So when we started the business, I had actually seen something in US, in Walgreens and CVS and everywhere else, where when you go to a store in those countries out there, you have only 2 things. You have either the innovator product. So let us say if you are buying Amaryl, you would get Amaryl from the actual manufacturer, or you would get the store brand. You would either get the Walgreens brand or the CVS brand, depending on which store you were. There would be no multiple brands for the same generic. Once it is a generic, it is a generic. The fact that Walgreens and CVS had the size and scale to manufacture all these products, and they had the brand, let's say, reputation on which people could actually buy it, was what we were looking to actually build in India. So finally, at a stage of 4,000 stores, we thought it was time for us to actually launch it. And that is when we looked around to get the best manufacturers, best contract manufacturers in the country. Luckily for us, given the fact that India has, for the same brand, for the same molecule, several hundred brands being made and several different marketing companies making these brands, a very good ecosystem has come up to manufacture these products for different marketing companies and different pharma companies. So contract drug manufacturing system is very, very, I would say, prevalent in the country. So we looked around, we went to the best person in the business. We actually approached, the Akums group for making all the products for us. Given the fact that they are making these products for almost 1,500 different marketing companies, and among them, they are making it for every one of the top 20 companies, literally. Something or the other is made by them for every one of the top 20 companies, top 30, top 40. So that gave us a lot of confidence to actually approach them. We were already dealing with them earlier in this thing, but for Medplus, we again did a fresh re-evaluation. We came, we met them, our only, this thing was quality. So I know how important the quality is for a medicine. Right from the overall, there are several different 100 steps in which you have to take to make sure that the quality of drug is right. Right from making sure that the ingredients which come in are coming in properly, they're tested, there is no contamination at that stage, and then making sure that the air quality is good, the overall, the processes maintained in the entire blending, granulation, and everything else are maintained 100% to make sure that the product is good, and then to eventually also have a quality check to make sure the quality is good. All of these were there with them. And so we basically decided to actually partner with them, and then we started. And since then, since June, when we launched in Telangana first, and since November, when we launched across the other country, we have seen a really good response to our products, given the fact that we are able to sell these products at a discount of anywhere between 50 to 80%. So this has really attracted customers, and they have actually come to buy from us. I am happy to tell you that over this time, we have had roughly around over 26.2 lakh customers have actually bought with us across these 7 states. And their savings, when you actually count the actual amount per tablet, in which they would earlier get a 20% discount, now they're getting 60. If you look at it tablet by tablet, the overall savings come to more than 140 crores. We feel, we are well on our way to reducing the overall healthcare cost for all the people across the country. That's one. And second, of course, the one side benefit to this whole thing is this. You all know in the last few days how many reports have actually come out about fake medicines. Fake medicines are getting introduced at various steps into the overall supply chain. For us, since we get the products made directly and ship them directly to the stores, there's almost no chance of someone else passing off a MedPlus brand as our brand. We know what quality we're getting, the best, and we know it is getting sold through our own stores. And so there's almost, one way of avoiding fake medicines would be to definitely buy the MedPlus brand or any store brand out there, on which there's a far tighter control on the overall supply chain. Right. So anyway, one of the main reasons why we invited you all to this place today is to actually, saying is one thing. I could have said this, that we are getting it done with the best factory right in Hyderabad, but I wanted you to actually see it, see the various processes which are happening out here, to really experience the various things which make a quality product. And so that there is no doubt in anyone's mind at all that the product which MedPlus sells is the same as any other top brands. The only reason why we are selling it for less is because we don't have any additional marketing cost and we don't have any additional channel cost. It is all being sold through us. The quality though is perfect. So hopefully through the day, you're able to see and experience for yourself the type of product which is getting made out there. I wouldn't say experience, but yeah, definitely look at it. And to also see that this is the same facility where all the other guys are getting it made. With that, I will now pass it on to Mr. Sandeep Jain for a few comments before we take any questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Madhukar ji, for arranging this call. And we are very much delighted to join hand with you to make products for you. As you're talking about the quality of the products, or pharmaceutical is all about the quality and quality and quality. Nothing less than that and nothing other than that. It is all about quality, may it be the incoming material, may it be the air, which is there in the room where the product is being manufactured, and may it be the water which is being used for the washing of the utensils or for even cleaning of the area. First of all, we'll have to take care of all those things, which is all external factors. It is not in our hand like air. We have all air handling system with the, at all of the plants, and which is the most important part, where we will have to make sure that the quality of the air should be that quality that which can take care that there should not be any microbial load or as per the requirement of the product. Then the same thing is there with the water system. We will have to make sure that the water system should be robust enough to make sure that there should not be any kind of pathogen, there should not be any kind of contamination, there should not be even any kind of minerals there. We'll have to demineralize the water, then we'll have to make it purified water as per the pharmaceutical standards. Then the ingredients, the incoming materials. The same way we'll have to make sure that all incoming materials are of quality. For that, it is not only the pharmaceutical test or the regulatory test which we'll have to conduct. We'll have to make sure that all the vendors wherein the raw materials are being produced, or even the packing metal where the packing metal is being produced, we'll have to make sure that all those vendors are taking care of their quality standards. There should not be any chance that any kind of contamination should carry along with the raw material or along with the packing material. Even the secondary packing material, we will have to make sure that the secondary packing material, which is not going to be in direct contact with the product. First of all, we will have to make sure that any kind of packing material which is there in direct contact with the product, it should be of pharmaceutical standard, and the facility where the product is being manufactured has all those quality standards which are required. But we take care of even the secondary packing material because it is directly in contact with the primary packing material which is in contact with the product. Means the secondary checking should also be there. We make sure of that as well. As we are working for so many big clients of the country, we have made our standards in such a way, we have designed our standards in such a way, we should take care of the requirement of all the clients in terms of their quality standard, their quality expectations. It is not only the Drug and Cosmetics Act, which is binding on us, of course, to every manufacturer, but we take care of more than that, and we always try to make sure that the product which is going outside the company should be of the quality, of the best quality, we can say. We have numerous plants and identified plants. There is a plant only for solid oral dosage, general products. There is a plant only for antibiotics. And in the same campus, there are different plants for antibiotics. For cephalosporin, there is an independent plant. For penicillin, it is an independent plant. For steroids, it is an independent plant. And those plants are quite far away from them, so that there should not be any air contamination amongst the plants. Then we do have a sex hormone plants wherein we manufacture only hormones. For external preparation, we do have an independent plant. Even for nutraceuticals and Ayurvedic, we do have an independent plant. There should not be any contamination of any kind of drug on those nutraceutical or Ayurvedic products. We make sure that the product being produced here, the raw metal or the packing metal being imported here, should be of quality, and the producer of those packing metal or those raw metals should also take care of their quality standards. That is all about quality. And of course, services. We should have best plant. We should have the best kind of machinery with us, and we are very much happy to say that we produce all those products in a world-class infrastructure, the world-class of machinery, and most important is the technology. We take care of technology. We do have different R&D setups with us, wherein we develop the product in such a way that the product should be friendly to the patient. Taste of the product is an important part, especially for the kids. Earlier, you can remember that the products or the syrups were very bitter in nature. But nowadays, you will find that you can easily dispense the product to your child because of the taste masking, which is a outcome of a robust R&D. Even we swallow the tablet, will not find very much bitter or irritating, which was a case earlier, only because of the kind of R&D which we have put in on those products. The product should be in a way patient friendly, acceptable to the patient. And of course, the most important part, it is availability of the drug to the patient in the span which is desired for that specific product. If it is a sustained release product, we will have to make sure that the product should be available to the body in a staggered manner. And if it is immediately released product, then we will have to make sure that the product should be available to the body as soon as possible. Of course, within the standard of the pharmacopoeia, but even before that. This is all about quality. Thank you very much.
See what people are trying to ask you. What's the agreement signed between you and Medplus? How many in the year of 2024 to 25? What's the plan?
We have placed an order for roughly around 700 medicines overall. Out of this, 450 are placed with Akums, groups of companies. So more than 70%, close to 70% are with Akums. And out of the 706, I think 550 odd products are on the shelves right now, and the rest are expected in the next 2 months. These 700, I would say, account for roughly around 70% of all the medicine needs which we have. Out of the 100 rupees we sell, 80 is medicines, and out of 80, 70%, which is around 56. So what is left is mainly insulins, some injections, and patented drugs. And a few products which are very hard to make or which are sold in very, very low quantities. Otherwise, for a regular customer, almost everything is covered.
No, they are in safe hands. How will you convince it?
See, that Mr. Madhukar will be the man.
So, while Mr. Sandeep Jain has a little bit of constraint on giving some of his details, the information is available on the website. I'm pretty sure that information is right? Whatever is publicly available, and a lot of the information is available.
Is it an exclusive
No, it is not an exclusive arrangement. But given that they are the largest CDMO out there in the country, obviously most of our business goes to them. And as I told you, 70% of the orders are placed with them. And that's the reason why we thought, when we said that we wanted to prove to all the, or at least we wanted the word out that Medplus is getting these drugs made at a quality manufacturer. We thought getting to 1% would be enough because this person actually covers more than 70% of our overall this thing.
So it will be branded as Akums Medplus. How is it?
No, the way it works is it is branded Medplus. There's a Medplus logo on that. And in fact, you can see it out there. It clearly says manufactured by Akums or one of their units. They have 4 different units out there in one of those.